Good evening and welcome back to Factory Town. We need 5 more wheels and we can upgrade our tech, which is awesome. However, I've been having a quick look here at trying to balance some things a bit better, as always, and you are suffering from lack of animal feed, which is a little annoying because this is running as fast as it possibly can, but isn't getting enough grain in. So I upgraded the farm, and the farm now can't output enough grain. If you remember a few episodes ago, I mentioned that there are throughput limits on the deliveries of things. So we're hitting that. We are absolutely hitting that here. So let's fix that. Let's fix it in awesome style. We'll do that. Oh, and it does the round robin, so it does that. So we can upgrade this even further, like that. So that can output as much grain as it needs now, as much grain as it can. It's running at 100% speed, and this will hopefully start getting grain in, which is awesome, which means it's getting animal feed in, which is awesome, which means you are going to start filling with animal feed, which is awesome, which means you're going to start producing more cloth to get to here, because this was suffering from a lack of wool. So there we go, that goes up there. Not quite sure why the wool is full and the leather is nuts. I don't know what's happened here. Something's gone completely out of sync on this at some point. I do believe when you first load the game, the logic blocks and things, like, they all try and tick at the same time, and that might cause some extra things to go through that you weren't expecting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to 2 for a moment. You're just not producing fast enough. Yeah, let's set this to 2 for a moment. Just try and get the things. There should be twice the amount of wool in there as there is leather anyway. So this is kind of correct, but it was going 20 and there was 8, which is off slightly. So if I do this, there should be double the amount of wool there is leather in there. So 12 and 6 is fine. It should then go 7 and 14, 12 and 6. Yeah, so that's better. It was just off ever so slightly. So okay, let's upgrade our tech tree. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We have wonderful new things available. Advanced logistics, jewelry, intermediate medicine, deep mining, which is what I want. Mechanical rails. I haven't got into rails at all yet. We will do that. There'll probably be an episode completely on rails and trains and things when we need to connect things up together. And the harvester drill. The harvester drill is a bit of a weird thing. It unlocks a little late as far as I'm concerned, but let's yeah, okay. Also, we can upgrade the town centre by the looks of it. Let's do that. Upgrade. There you go. Boom. We got town centre level 7 now. Look, this was huge, 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 awesome. Other thing as well, because we moved the houses here, this wasn't getting the bonus, so I moved the road up to it, so it now gets the bonus, which is awesome. You're still getting the bonus as well because the house is the house. I don't think it's the house. You're getting, where are you getting the bonus from? We're getting the happiness. It's the town centre finally. Yeah, the influence of the town centre is big enough to hit this. Not quite this guy, but that's okay. We could put in another house like over here. We can't get close enough to the farm. Influence the farm. We'd have to put it in like here, which yeah. Yeah, so we're 2 tiles away. Okay. Maybe later. Maybe later. Oh, excuse me. Right, so you're full of steak, you're full of that. You're not full of fish, which is interesting. Let's speed up the fish production. We are still producing enough happiness. We're getting 100% happiness from it. Good fish, kitchen beef and stuff, but just yeah. Okay, so what's on today's agenda? Carry on with the tech tree, shall we? We need metal conveyor belts, which I completely agree. We absolutely 100% want metal conveyor belts because they're fast in these ones. We're not suffering from throughput at all. To be honest with you, our throughput speed is just fine. We're waiting for this here, so that's why that's slow. This is backing up, this is backed up, this is fine. So yeah, we're not suffering at all from throughput speeds, but at some point we will. So we'll definitely want to get there. So yeah. So we have all these cloth conveyor belts. We want to upgrade all these cloth conveyor belts to metal conveyor belts. Okay. So let's grab a workshop and we'll put it here for a moment. And you want to be doing well, metal conveyor belts. Let's unlock metal conveyor belts first, shall we? That would probably be an idea. Look at all these wonderful things we've got here. Still haven't played with caravans yet. Let me go through things, starting from the top going down, because we can shoot through a couple of things here and explain a few things. So caravans are just like workers. They can pick up and deliver goods. The difference being they can support 32 goods. They have 4 slots of 8 each, and you can filter these individually, and you can give them the same orders as you do workers. So you can say, hey, pick up from here, drop off here, pick up here, drop off here, blah, blah. They're just basically, they take one worker but can deliver 32 goods. So they have their uses. They do use an entire road though. So if you have 2 of them and they meet here, one will turn around and go back around. Because and there are logic blocks to make roads one way and things, so you can figure out how to do it with caravan things. Basically, make your roads too wide if you can. That's the best way. Yeah, they do have their uses. They can be very good for just quick delivering stuff between things. They can also be very good for like picking up a set amount. So if you have, like for instance, here, this needs wool, leather and shirts, you could have him go to the wool shop, go to the leather shop and go to the shirt shop, and then drop off the shirts, drop off the stuff in here, then pick up the wool coats and drop off here, because he's got 4 slots, so we can run around and do all 4 of those things. So yeah, belts generally are the better way to go, but you might want to use caravans in places. I've seen playthroughs where people don't even use belts at all, and it's all based on so that's, you know, that's cool. The cargo ship, which is the next one, let's unlock the cargo ship. But that is exactly the same as this guy, just bigger. So this guy holds 10 of a single item. The cargo ship holds 2, 4, 6, 80 with 4 slots, and it's exactly the same thing. Does the second just does it on water. It's a caravan on water, basically. So very useful if you're mass moving goods across bits of water. I've done playthroughs before where we're on islands and you want to move things around. So yeah. So the cargo ship again has use for. Right now we don't need it because this boat is doing absolutely fine for this one up here. If we were using too much coal over here, we do that. But then, to be honest with you, I'd run a belt or a chute because it's just easier. It's just easier. So. Okay, what's next in the list? The harvester drill. This is we can't lock this. We need more science for this. But the harvester drill is specifically designed to harvest ore, so it can harvest these ore here. I can't remember how much it stores, but it harvests very quickly, and then dries very slowly to drop off in places and comes back in. It's basically a worker designed specifically for mining ore. The problem is, I feel it comes too late because you've already have mines and things set up, and I can't really see a use for it other than, say for instance, we wanted to clear this area right here, we wanted to get rid of this coal, but we don't want to waste it, we want to keep it. So we put down loads of barns and we'd have the harvester drill take this, because when a worker harvests a node, the node disappears, whereas when a building harvests a node, the node shrinks down to the small version and then regrows over time. So yeah, so you could, like, we could pick up all this coal and dump it on barns over here, which would be fine, and then you can. So there is a reason for it. Oh, I keep pushing on buttons, sorry. But personally, I feel it comes too late. I think the harvester drill should be the same tech as when you first get iron, so it's before the mines. So you get iron plates, it uses iron plates to make it. I don't even know what it is to make it. I don't think. No, it doesn't even tell you what it is to make it. So, but yeah, I'm sure it uses iron wheels and stuff. So you've already got the iron technology unlocked. So, yeah. My opinion. Metal conveyors. That's what we want. Metal conveyors. Let's go here. Metal conveyors. Yay. We also wouldn't mind getting deep mining, but we need more industry research for that. So, why are we going slow on the industry research? Because you are just going slow. Because yeah, you're doing 2 at once, so that's fine. Everything I've built so far needs, with the exception of this, needs redoing, if that makes sense. Like this is a bit of a jumble with bits and pieces here, there, and everywhere, but it's a means to an end, so it has a production line that goes through. realistically, we want to have this section doing something somewhere, mass producing, this doing something, and this doing something, and you know, we'd have all the farms in one place, we'd have all the workshops in one place with town centres. That's what I intend to do. I don't know when. When do you think we should do that? When do you think I should jump in and start doing that? I could unlock loads of areas. Purchasing. Oh, there's a thing there. There's a thing there. So, and it costs 500 per go. And I think, is that all our temples? So we have earth, water, air, and fire. Yes, we got all 4 temples. Awesome. Awesome. So we know we're all 4 temples for Magic are in the future. That's cool. There's a thing here as well, which I completely forgot about till I've just unlocked it. So that's cool. Okay, distraction time. However, important distraction. These are trading posts. These can be fantastic or terrible. It depends on your view of things. So, but basically, they trade. They trade. So if we feed this lot wood, it will give us coal. That's a really good trade. That is a really, really good trade. We could just put a lumberjack here, harvesting wood, a forester here harvesting wood, and get coal out of it. So we don't have to mine the coal. That's beautiful. Sandwiches for iron wheels is not such a good trade. Really not a good trade. Sandwiches are way more expensive than iron wheels are worth. So yeah, could be useful if you have many sandwiches, you know, if you so yeah. And then we've got ointment for enchanted book. I think that's a good trade. That's good. We could get enchanted books already, which is ointment we can do now, but we're nowhere near ready to do magic, so that's a good trade. So 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 is not bad. Meatloaf was right. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The temples I kind of skipped over previously. The temples are how you get the special magic crystals. So we can make mana crystals. Later we'll make them. We can make the ethers from the earth stones and things. And then you mix these 2 together in here and it produces your earth crystals. You can move these later. Right now we can't because I think they're locked. Yep. But you can move them later and you can build your own ones later. So you can build production lines and things. So we will get around to doing that. Oh, I keep pushing Q and E to rotate the camera because of the crust, and doesn't do that. Doesn't do that because in the crust, right click brings up a menu. So okay. So let's go back to this. Sorry, distraction. Okay, we've unlocked metal conveyor belts. Here they are. So we can do 2 of them. We can either make metal conveyor belts with cloth conveyor belts, iron and gears, or we can just use 4 iron and 2 gears. Now, I think I'm going to shut down the cloth conveyor belt production and then convert all the cloth into iron. And then we'll switch over to this recipe later because I think this one's the better one. It's slower, but it uses 2 iron plates and 4 iron plates. It uses 6 iron plates, whereas this uses 3 and then all the cloth bits, which is way more production. This here, we could shrink all this here, including this here. So all the way back to the food mill. All this here, basically this whole section down to 1 building, 2 buildings. This and a forge. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll convert it all up and then we'll. So I'm going to stop this farm, and by stopping the farm, I'm just going to empty it of workers. I am going to stop this lumberjack, and then I'm going to let the stuff do its thing. Yeah, let's get a workshop. I'm sorry. Let's go like this. There we go. You're going to do metal conveyor belts. That one. You want to be filtered to metal conveyor. If you don't pick a recipe in a building and you put down the grabber, it would blank, which means it would just grab anything from the building, which is fine because you can only grab from the output. You can't grab from the inputs anyway. So yeah, it's not possible to do that. You can't change these inputs and outputs on these. They are hard coded. You can't change them. So you don't have to worry about ever grabbing things from the input slots. You'll never accidentally grab out the iron plates and things, even if you've got a blank one. A blank means grab anything from the output slot. So like this one here has got 2 different things. If this was blank, these were blank, it would grab both at the same time. So. Where? That's weird. Why would you have emptied your planks already? Where would the planks have gone? Oh, when I build things. That's why, because they would use the storages when I build things. Of course they would. Of course they would. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Let's page up this. That will auto fill because this only has one filter on it, so that's fine. So there's your conveyor coming in. And I'll tell you what, why don't we use a caravan? Let's add a second recipe to this guy. Gears. Okay. Now we're only putting out metal conveyors, so the gears will automatically fill the input slot. So when it makes them, it makes the gears. It will fill the input slot first. Then once the input slot is full, it will fill the output slot. So you don't have to worry about it taking the gears out before it's used them. So, and then what we'll do is we will do a little over the top here, like this. Bop, bop. And let's grab a caravan. And I think I'm going to change this up as well. So, oh no, do that. Hey, thank you. Oh, there you go. Okay, so that'll work. That lets us do the thing there. That's fine. That's the closest you can really get with a path over the top. We couldn't put a chute in that slot. It would block the chute below, but a path won't block it, so that's fine. Let's get ourselves a caravan. Why not? Oh, there you go. Okay, and we're going to say, hey, caravan, would you grab iron from there and drop it off in there? Now the caravan's going to grab 32 iron. There you go, and it's almost grab, yoink, grab, so quick, unbelievably quick, fantastic. And this only wants 20 iron, so the caravan's never going to unload all its iron. Boom. And it's going to go back and fill up again and come back. Now there is a thing you can do to make the caravan stay there, so it's not constantly grabbing and doing things. So if we come here, we can go hold until empty. We can tick this box here. And then what this will do, making sure you don't click randomly when you've got your caravan selected. You can right click to cancel, but don't click randomly. And what that'll do is, you'll see, he'll now sit there. You know, I'll right click to cancel that. And he sits there with the iron in. And every so many ticks, it will try and empty into the slot. So down to 1622 there. And then eventually he will empty all the way down to that. As this uses the iron up, you will start filling this up there. When you get down to 0 and the empty, then you'll go back and pick up the next set of iron. I mean, this is never going to want to have the 32 iron. It's only ever going to want to have 20 iron in it at one go. So, yeah. Doing this as well can keep your roads clearer. So it kind of helps well. However, this caravan is now completely blocking this path here. So even workers couldn't walk past him. Workers can kind of walk through each other right next to each other. You can get 2 workers on the same tile. Caravans, you can't. You get 1. So if a caravan wanted to come over this way, it would have to go all the way around here, down and along. Because it can't come this way because there's no way to get across here. So if you're ever building a town with caravans and workers and things inside, double road it. Make it double wide. It's worth it. It's worth it. Or do one-way streets and use the one-way things here. So if we did that and that, for instance, then our caravan would come along and knows he can't get up here. This is one way only. So it will go this way and come up here. And boom, there you go. That makes it one way. So the caravans will come down. They won't come down here because they'll go, oh, I can't go that way. Boom, they'll path this way instead. So yeah, so they'll know. You can put one way at the end as well, just to make doubly sure, you know, you've got a one-way system. So you can do that. That does work. So that's what the one-ways are for, that I know of. The one-ways can also be used on chutes to prevent wood falling backwards on the chute. So not that I can think of any reason to. Here could be useful. So let's say, for instance, we've got this coming this way and connecting here, and we've got our source coming this way as well. It is possible this would come along and turn that way. you wouldn't have this junction here. You'd actually have a different junction for this, but you could put a one-way in there just to force it to go that way. If yeah. So so at the moment we have a junction that goes like this and like that, but that's not what you would actually build for that sort of thing. What you would build is a junction like that, and you see there's no way for this chute to turn that way, and there's no way for this chute to turn this way. So yeah, kind of defeats the object of that. But you could put one ways in there and do things. So yeah, one ways I think are for roads really. So okay, you are now producing metal conveyor belts. Excellent, excellent. I'm going to upgrade you because I want you to be upgraded all the way. 250, go for it. Yay. Okay, you're being really slow because you need gears, and gears are much slower than this here. So, but that's okay. You take your time. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. The other thing we need is antidotes, and antidotes we want to sell anyway, so that's cool. We don't have to store 50 of them, we just have to produce 50 of them, so we can sell them straight away and not put them in a storage, and that'd be fine. So antidotes are sold at the apothecary here. I noticed this is not doing a very good job. Remedies are not keeping up. Why are remedies not keeping up? Because they don't have enough bandages, because you're just not fast enough. Speed you up. There you go. Boom. We're still miles away from population cap. With all the workers included, we're using 107 and we're allowed a maximum of 213. To get more workers, you put more houses down. So, nice and easy. You should be... In fact, you're covering everything over here. Anyway, we didn't need this house here, but... doesn't the house benefit this guy? Yes. Yeah, the house benefits this guy, so... Okay. And I think this one, yeah, so... a bit faster, which means you might start getting bandages, which will speed this up here, which is awesome. So how do we make antidotes? Let's have a quick look at the recipe in here. Antidotes are here. We haven't got it unlocked. Let's unlock an antidote, shall we? Intermediate medicine, that's what we need. Yay, new recipe, antidote and ointment. Ooh. Okay, let's have a quick look at the recipes here. As long as you don't tick anything, this will carry on regardless. So antidotes are remedies, which we are making... Not in this one, in the other one. Did I just... Hang on. Did I just click the wrong thing? Yeah, it's remedies that were struggling, not poultice. I just increased the poultice one, not the remedy one. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Pay attention, hedgehog. Come on. There we go. Okay, so let's speed you up a little bit as well. So, yeah, workers, there we go. So you're going to go faster here. So you're the one that's making remedies. Okay. Antidotes are made from remedies, from fish oil, and from sugar, and you make the antidote, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, you can figure out exactly how many you need to do your happiness bonus. So, like for instance, we need to produce one every. So this produces one every 90. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This produces one every 2 minutes and well, sorry. You need to produce one every 2 minutes and 30 seconds because the consumption time plus the happiness duration is the minimum delivery time you need to keep a house happy. So every house needs one every 2 minutes 30 seconds. How many houses do we have? We have 22. Don't count them. It's up here. We have 22 of them. Okay. So if I do 2 minutes 30, which is 180. 180 is 3 minutes in 6, 12, 18. So 150. Wow, my brain was failing there for a minute. That's what I get for trying to actually add up in my head. I should use a calculator. My brain does not work that fast. So 150 seconds. Okay. Right, wait. A surprising doorbell ring later. Where were we? Remedies. Remedies. We were trying to figure out the antidotes. So right, so these last 150 seconds and this produces 12. So 150 divided by 12 means this one medicine hut, when working at standard speed, can supply 12.5 houses. Okay, which means we only need 2 of them to do a house, or we need 1 and speed up. So we are getting to the point where, as I was trying to point out here, we are not producing enough remedies, so I had to speed it up. If I go to antidotes, we are going to start producing, not have enough. We need like 2 buildings or 3 buildings. So this is where we're going to have to start getting to the point of being like a little bit of a little bit of a redesign going on here. So yeah, magical medicines. Antidotes are magical medicines. Okay, so I did ask an episode or two ago what should we put up in the desert? What should we do up in there? Luxury goods or things? And Jake State Farm mentioned we should put the magic up here. So I don't think the desert's very big, but we could definitely put the center of it on there, and we'll do magic stuff up here. I don't think magical medicine was what you had in mind, so we probably won't do magical medicine up there. So we won't do these up here. But then the ethers do kind of fit the desert area, if that makes sense, because you are absorbing stuff, like you're absorbing the natural elements from the environment. So yeah, I think for now we're just gonna do it here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just do it here. So so making remedies, we aren't making the other things we need though. We aren't making fish oil, we're not making sugar. Sugar's easy, it's just a farm. Fish oil comes from fish, that's easy, we could do that. That's a medicine heart makes fish oil. That would not be complicated to do. So yeah, let's flatten this terrain down here. Yeah, boom. Okay, and we can, we've got berries as well here. Do I really want to squeeze this all in here? I kind of do, but I don't want to touch the remedies. I want to build a second remedy system, second remedy place. So let's do, oh, wrong button. Let's do this. Let's put a farm in over here. This farm is going to be for sugar. Oh. And herbs. I know I'm leaving space in the center, and we could fill that in with things that normally I don't split farms. I do like dedicated farms things, but right now we're still squeezing things into places we just want to put them into. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to have a one there, one there. You are going to be doing remedy. You are going to be doing antidote. I don't think I can output the... no, I can't. I can output it via pipes, though. So, could output it via pipes. We could pipe it from this. We could pipe it above ground as well. Need a bigger gap to pipe it above ground. Pipes, fluid pipes are they are just the same as conveyor stuff when you put them above ground. They are pipes that you can see through when you kind of mouse over them. So really they're good for underground. Being above ground is a little complicated with them because you need an export point and then a transport. So we need a 2 gap between buildings in order to get a pipe there. But we could put the pipes underground. That would work. Like for instance, we can run this pipe from here to here, and run this pipe from here to here, and this is going to be filtered to remedies. You see here, remedies, and this is going to be filtered to fluid, which is just water. So that would work, and then it would transport the remedy from here to here, which is fine, and then we could transport the antidotes via pipe to this as well, because antidotes can be piped because they are liquid. So we could do that. And that would work. That would take the antidote out of there and put it into here, and we don't have to do it above ground at all. So I like that. I like the idea. That'll work. And then we have to put in fuel here, which is a little awkward because the fuel's here and I can't transport that underground or anything. So we'll have to figure out fuel coming in. Unfortunately, the only fuel you can do via piping is magma. So yeah, and as you can guess, magma you can't do via wooden pipes because that just wouldn't make any sense. So let's do that there. Let's do that there. You are going to do... actually, let's click this here and let's auto manage recipes for that. You are going to do herb. No, unlink that. You are going to do sugar. Cool, there we go, awesome. So you also want fish oil, so let's copy another one of you guys and put you over here to make fish oil with you, which just requires fish, doesn't require any water, just requires fish. That's okay. And then I can put in we can either split or we can push into this guy. I think we'll split. We'll do that. Okay, and it'll just push off the belt directly into this guy. So yeah, cool. Okay, and then fish oil again is liquid. So let's go underground. Let's do everything underground. Yeah, that's not the right button. Go underground. Excuse me. Go underground. Good. That way. And then do that. There you go. Fish oil will come out of there and go into there underground. So you can't even see what's happening. Ooh. That'll get fish oil in there, that'll get sugar, that'll get remedies from this guy, everything's fine. We just need to get fuel and water into as well. Water's easy, water's coming now. We need to get fuel into you, which is going to be can we get it from here? I could get it from here and get like a caravan delivering it or something like that. Which would work because a caravan can fit underneath there, just about. Can't fit underneath there actually because we've made that solid. So I could just put a forestry in over here and just use the wood. That would also work. I think we'll do that. Forester, let's just slap a forester in over here. That. And then what we'll do is we'll run a chute on the floor. That, unfortunately, that's going to get blocked. No, it's not. It's going to go through. Okay. I thought that would block it. I guess it doesn't. Okay. That's fine. There you go. Now you get fuel. Cool. So we're just waiting for the herbs to go. Cool. And that should be remedies. Done. Nice. Nice. We can also sell the fish oil as well. That sells some blue coin, so we could do that. We could have a pass through. So if you let's do that. Let's do that very quickly here. So underground. It's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have pause game moment. I'm going to drag this along and plug it into there. And then this I'm not going to have as a push pull. Okay, I'm going to have this as an input only. Boom. And I think it should allow items to pass over it. See, we can withdraw from inputs and outputs and things here. This is interesting because you can withdraw from inputs, which is weird. So yeah. Oh, and there you go. Now I've changed the input, but we have bypass. So that's what I wanted to do. So this means it will input into this storage if there's space for it. If there's not space for it, it will go past the carry on. So the fish oil, there you go. Fish oil went by. Boom, we're going to there, and then you will start selling fish oil because this is now full of fish oil, so it has nowhere to go. So rather than back up the pipe and waste it, this will just sell the fish oil instead. So nice, efficient, quick, fantastic. Okay. So we'll wait for this to grow, we'll start getting antidotes, we'll get antidotes in, everything could be fantastic, and then we'll get to the next tech level. But that'll be next episode. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.